Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Olga is here. For those of you who haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the bell as well to get the latest notifications about the videos I post out there for you guys. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. I am going to be reviewing the Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes. Each palette retails for $27. They are available on Sephora. They have 9 pans of eyeshadows in them, each containing 1.3 grams of product. So this is called Mauve, if I pronounce it correctly. This is what Electric looks like. We have the Smokey palette. This is what she looks like, and this is what the warm browns look like. I've had these palettes now for a little bit. I've been playing with them, trying to do different looks, and wanted to really form really good opinion about these palettes. Let me just give you a couple of specs on these palettes. These palettes are manufactured in People's Republic of China. The shelf life of these palettes is 12 months, and the net weight of the product is 10 grams. And let's go ahead and do the swatches right now. As always, I prime my arm with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. First you see the finger swatch, then you see my brush swatch. I'm going to swatch all 4 of these palettes, and then I will be back and we will create the look and I will give you my final words and verdict. Realize something happened while I was showing you this Obsessions Electric palette. When I opened it, apparently the light blue shimmery shade just literally fell out, and I know I gouged my nail into it a couple of weeks ago. but it was actually stable in the pan. However, apparently when I turned it this way, the powder just fell out, and I'm going to show it to you guys. I'll try not to tilt it too much. So this is what it looks like, if you can see. I had to put it back in, and at this point I really wish I had some kind of makeup repair kit. I know they do exist, but I never got one because this never happened to me. So this is my favorite out of these 4 Obsessions palettes, and it's like, it was like a sting or an arrow into my heart, because what? Why did this happen to me? You know, it couldn't have happened to another palette. It had to happen to this palette. I really like this one, and this is a well-loved palette. So now I feel like I'm gonna be buying another one just in case. You know, because I want to have the one in pristine condition. This is just my nature. I won't be able to sleep tonight, I'm telling you. Well, this is just a side note. It's not going to be a criticism against this palette. I'm just letting you know what happened. These are densely packed eyeshadows, but you do want to be careful if you have long nails. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, I feel much better. I shared with my YouTube community what happened. I'm going to go into the Warm Browns palette, and I'm going to use the transition shade. I will use this Real Technique blending brush, base shadow brush, and apply the transition shade all over my lids. Next, I'm going to use this Smokey palette, and I will go into this shadow right here and apply it a little bit above my crease. I'm going to go into this darker brown shade right here and applying her into my crease. Again, going in with Wayne Goss number 4. With Wayne Goss number 5, going to go into this shimmery brown and applying her into the lower lid, going to the middle portion and stopping right here. Using my trusted Too Faced glitter glue, I'm going to apply the glue onto the middle portion of the upper eyelid. Using Wayne Goss number 6, I'm going to apply this golden shimmery shade over here onto the belly of the brush, and then using tapping motions, I'm going to build it onto the mid portion of my lid. Wayne Goss number 4, going to go into this inner brown matte eyeshadow and applying her into the outer portion of the eyelid to build up the intensity. Going to go into this really light shimmery shade and apply this neatly, tucking it into the inner corners right here, and also using it to highlight the brow bone. I'm going to apply some of this Lolita Kat Von D's onto my lips. This primer for the mascara from Lancome. Apply this to my eyelashes. Going to apply this mascara to my eyes, and then we'll be done, and I will deliver my final words and verdict. And so this is a very kind of a simple look I created, nothing fancy tonight. I just wanted to go for a little bit of a smoky eye, but nothing super duper over the top. Now the time has come to deliver my final words and verdict. Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes are Olga Guffey approved. I'll explain to you why. So first of all, the blendability of the eyeshadow, that is great. The color pigment, the color translation onto the skin, beautiful. The swatches performed great. If I were to rank these palettes within themselves, which one is my most favorite, which one is my least favorite, I would definitely go with the most favorite being the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions. That would be a number 1. Then definitely I would go with the Huda Beauty Smokey Eye. That would be number 2. This Mauve one is number 3. Number 4, which would be my least favorite, would be the Warm Browns palette. What I find great about these eyeshadows is that they are super compact. If you are concerned about space, or you want to take it with you into the purse, or you want to travel with them, they are travel friendly. What I also have noticed is that the transition shades in both palettes, so this is your Mauve or Mauve, this one is like more towards the neutral tone transition shade, and then in this one, my least favorite, this one is more on a warm tone transition shade. So you are even getting that. So it's kind of really versatile that way. Also with the Smoky palette, you can do both looks, cool toned, warm toned. It's giving you options. So these are extremely versatile palettes. You are not just stuck to some purples, or you're not just stuck to some reds or oranges. You are given a variety, not to mention that I believe $27 is actually quite reasonable for how much you are getting. Now, I've done my research and I looked on Sephora's website and I saw some of the reviews, and some of the concerns that people were expressing was that you were getting a very small palette, people couldn't believe how small these things are, that people were not really seeing value in them because they are too small. And just to give you a comparison, it's all in the eye of the beholder. It's basically how you view certain things. Here is the Makeup Forever palette, and I have all 4 of these books. As you can see, also 9 eyeshadows. The one of the eyeshadows here contains 0.04 ounces of product, whereas the Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes, they contain 0.05 ounces. So you're actually getting less. And I think the main reason why people, oh, and by the way, these two things are like dupes for each other. And the main reason people think that they're getting less is because of how compact the palette is. There is not much space going on in between these eyeshadows, whereas here, as you can see, there is a lot of room going around. Now, if you're a makeup artist, no doubt you would probably pick something like this over this, because this is going to take more room in your makeup case and all of that. This is far more compact. They both feel very similar, so it's kind of like the same papery type of feel. And the depth, if you look at them this way, you get to see that they are the same depth. And I have all of these 4 books, so let me just see. So like this one, I just don't want to open it because it's broken, but this would be totally or very close as a dupe for this. Why I'm showing you these Makeup Forever books in the middle of the Huda Beauty Obsessions review is because my point is the following. If you already have these types of colors or something similar, you don't have to buy just so that you feel like you needed to get it because it's something new. If you already have dupes or very similar, colors in your other palettes, you can skip on getting these, and so you don't have to feel bad that they're small, But if you want to get them, if this is something that you've been like looking at and wondering if you should get them and you don't have colors like that, then I do believe that this is going to be great value for you. Also, you don't have to get all 4 of them. You can get the colors that you believe that you will be using. So let's say you're not interested in the electric palette, then maybe you're interested in the Smoky palette, then this would be the palette for you. And yes, I do think that $27 is actually reasonable for them. I mean, yes, it is Sephora. Things are pricier. This is not drugstore. So it's understandable, but I do firmly believe that you are getting really great value for how much product you're getting. Let me show you something else. So people are like, this is a very small palette. Let me show you a small palette. This is Viseart. This on sale, I believe, was like $25 or $26, and then Normally it's more expensive than that. I don't remember at the top of my head, but I am going to link the information down below. Also, I am planning to review these eyeshadows, so I don't have any verdict for these guys. This is old news. All of these have been out for a while and Sephora loves putting them on sale. But do let me know if you want me to review them. I do have 4 books of these eyeshadows, and I know it's kind of old news for Makeup Forever. I kind of want to review them, you know, even though it's not like it came out yesterday. So do let me know in the comments if you want to see that review. I'll probably make it, but I do want to hear from my viewers. I would like to know what you guys would like me to do. Thank you very much for tuning in. I love you. Bye!